Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to a new video of Cambridge IELTS, and this is the video about the Cambridge IELTS reading. Today we are going to solve from question number 7 to 13 from Cambridge IELTS book 17, and the question type is true, false, not given. True, false and not given are very important questions in IELTS reading section. Sometimes these type of questions are very simple and sometimes they are very hard. In this video, I am going to tell you that how can you make the true, false, not given questions in IELTS reading very easy. So I request you to watch the full video, like the video, subscribe my YouTube channel and push the subscription button for the notifications of upcoming videos. Most of the time it happens that the students find very easily the true statement from the reading passage, but they feel very difficulty in differentiating the false and not given statements. If you read the statement and you find the same information in the reading passage, then that statement is true. And if you read the statement and you find the opposite information in the reading passage, then that statement is false. And if you read any statement and you find no information related to that statement in the reading passage, then that statement is not given. For example, if the statement is the London Underground Railway was in profit in the beginning. Now in the reading passage, if we read that the London Underground was getting huge financial benefits in the start, then this statement is true. And if we read in the reading passage that the London Underground Railway was in loss in the start, but later on it was in profit, then this statement is false. And if in the reading passage we don't find any kind of hints related to the profit or loss, then this statement is not given. Next is you have to mark the keywords in the statements. These keywords will help you to locate the right answers. Let me explain you with an example. If you wanted to buy the mangoes from a shopping center, after entering into the shopping center, you will locate the fruit section and you will ignore all the items and shelves in that shopping center. Same as it is with the IELTS reading. You have to locate your answers with the help of the keywords. So locate your keywords in the questions and try to find those keywords in the reading passage and you will find your answers very easily. Next is the learning of synonyms and paraphrases. Without the synonyms and paraphrases, you will not be able to find your right answers in the reading passage, because the words you will read in the question section will not be the same in the reading passage. In the reading passage, you will find the similar meaning words. So try to get a full grip on the synonyms and paraphrases to get a good band score in IELTS reading test. Lastly, all the answers of the true, false, not given statements will be in a sequence. For example, if you find the answer of the first statement in the first paragraph, and the answer of the second statement will be in the second paragraph. So keep in mind that all the answers of the true, false, not given statements will be in a sequence in the reading passage, and this will help you a lot in solving this part of the IELTS reading test. So let's start our today's video. First of all, we have to read the title of the passage, and the title of the passage is the development of the London Underground Railway. It means that the passage 1 is about the development of Underground Railway in the London, and London is the capital of UK. Questions 7 to 13. Do the following statements agree with the information given in the reading passage 1? In boxes 7 to 13 on your answer sheet, write true if the statement agrees with the information, false if the statement contradicts the information in the passage, not given if there is no information related to any statement in the passage. Question number 7. Other countries had built underground railways before the metropolitan line opened. If we find any information in the passage that America or Germany had built underground railways before the metropolitan line opened, then question number 7 is true. If we find in the passage that other countries had not built underground railways before the metropolitan line opened, then question number 7 is false. And it may also be false if we read in the passage that metropolitan line was the first when it was opened, so we have to be careful. And if we do not find any kind of information about the opening of the metropolitan line in the reading passage 1, then the statement is not given. And the keywords are other countries, underground railways, before. Before is the main keyword to find the answer of the question number 7. Metropolitan line and opened are also the keywords. So we can find our answer in the passage where these words are written. In the paragraph 6, first line. The Metropolitan Line, which opened on 10th January 1863, was the world's first underground railway. It means that Metropolitan Line was opened on 10th January 1863 and was the world's first underground railway. So we can say that before the opening of Metropolitan Line, there was not any other underground railway in the world. Whereas question number 7 is, other countries had built underground railways before the Metropolitan Line opened. So the answer of question number 7 is false. Question number 8. Many people then predicted traveled on the Metropolitan Line on the first day. Many people then predicted and on the first day are the keywords. And the first day is obviously the opening of the Metropolitan Line. Predicted means expected. So we can say that question number 8 is that on the first day people traveled on the Metropolitan Line more than expectations. In the paragraph 6, second line of the passage 1, we can read, on its first day, almost 40,000 passengers were carried between Paddington and Farringdon, the journey taking about 18 minutes. So we can say that in the reading passage we can find the exact number of people who traveled on the Metropolitan Line on the first day. We did not read about any prediction that number of people was more or less on the first day. Whereas the question number 8 is many people then predicted traveled on the Metropolitan Line on the first day. So the answer of question number 8 is not given. Question number 9. The use of ventilation shafts failed to prevent pollution in the tunnels. By ventilation shafts, we can say the ventilators that were used for the exhaust of air. So the ventilation shafts failed, prevent and pollution are the keywords. Our answer will be in the passage where these words are similar meaning words to these are given. In the paragraph 7, last line. However, smoke and fumes remained a problem. By smoke and fume, we mean pollution. And pollution remained a problem, even though ventilation shafts were added to the tunnels. So we can say that although ventilation shafts were added to the tunnels, but the pollution remained a problem, or the ventilation shaft did not do anything to prevent the pollution in the tunnels. It means that the ventilation shafts failed to prevent pollution. Whereas question number 9 is the use of ventilation shafts failed to prevent pollution in the tunnels. So we can say that question number 9 is true. Question number 10. A different approach from the cut and cover technique was required in London's central area. Keywords are a different approach, cut and cover technique and London's central area. If the question number 10 is true, then we will read about a single approach, a technique, because in the start of the question number 10 is written a different approach. By approach we mean technique or method. Our answer will be in the reading passage where these words are given. In the paragraph 7, fourth line, the cut and cover method of construction was not an option in this part of the capital. So we can say that besides the cut and cover method, any other technique or method was used in the capital. The only alternative was to tunnel deep underground. The only is the key word in the passage. It means that the only alternative method was tunnel deep underground. So the alternative of cut and cover method was the tunnel deep ground. Whereas the question number 10 is a different approach from the cut and cover technique was required in London central area. So the answer of question number 10 is true. Question number 11. The windows on City and South London trains were at eye level. Windows, City and South London trains and eye level are the keywords. Our answer will be there in the reading passage where these words are given. In the last paragraph of the passage 1, the world's first deep-level electric railway, the City and South London, became possible. The line opened in 1890 and ran from the city to Stockwell, south of River Thames. The trains were made up of 3 carriages and driven by electric engines. The carriages were narrow and had tiny windows just below the roof because it was thought that passengers would not want to look out at the tunnel walls. So according to the passage, we have read that the windows of the City and South London trains were just below the roof, and the idea was that the passengers did not want to look out at the tunnel through the windows. The key sentence is that the carriages were narrow and tiny windows just below the roof because it was thought that the passengers would not want to look out at the tunnel. Whereas the question number 11 is the windows on City and South London trains were at eye level. So the answer of question number 11 is false. Question number 12. The City and South London Railway was a financial success. The City and South London Railways and financial success are the keywords. In the last paragraph, 8th line of the passage 1, although the City and South London Railway was a great technical achievement, it did not make a profit. It means although on the technical basis, City and South London Railway was a great achievement, but it did not got any profit. It means City and South London Railway was in loss. Whereas question number 12 is the City and South London Railway was a financial success. So the answer of question number 12 is false. Last question, question number 13. Trains on the Twopenny Tube always ran on time. Twopenny Tube and on time are the keywords. Our answer will be in the passage where these words are written. If the trains on Twopenny Tube always ran on time, then the statement is true. If the trains on Twopenny Tube did not run on time, then the statement is false. And if we do not find any information about the running of trains on time, then the statement is not given. So Twopenny Tube is the keyword. So first we have to find the Twopenny Tube. In the last paragraph and 9th line, then in 1900, the Central London Railway, known as the Twopenny Tube, began operation using new electronic locomotives. It was very popular, and soon afterwards new railways and extensions were added to growing tube network. By 1907, the heart of the today's underground system was in place. And then the paragraph ends. Although we have read about trains on Twopenny Tube, but we did not find any clue that trains on Twopenny Tube ran on time or not. Whereas the question number 13 is trains on the Twopenny Tube always ran on time. So the answer of question number 13 is not given.